I'm backing up my website. My sites were attacked, and I'm going to break it down for you. This is part of building a successful online business. I'm on hold with GoDaddy. They're putting me through level 2 WordPress assistance. But as I'm waiting for this, with one of my sites that I can sign into, files and database, I'm going back to May 20th because I did all the other days. Because I'm trying to figure out, I'm gonna click restore. I'm trying to figure out when this happened, the exact date. And I haven't worked on this website in a while, and I went to go work on it today. Almost 2 hours later, I'm still on hold, talking to people, figuring it out. This is part of building a successful business. You must train yourself. Now, I use WordFence, and I'll show you that in a moment within my account. But a file appears to be malicious, and it's called Sandbox. As you can see right here, it's critical. But as you see in this square box that I have right here, I want to point this out right here. It says the file name, sandbox /AE31.php, period, BK. File type, not a core, so that means it's not within the WordPress core, not a theme. This malicious hacker is not attacking the theme or plugin file from WordPress. It's not a part of a plugin. It's very important to show you. And then it gives you more information right here. It says the file appears to be installed or modified by a hacker to perform malicious activity. If you know about this file, you can choose to ignore it. I don't want to ignore it. I want to learn something here. And then it tells me, it breaks it down. I'm learning. This issue type is a backdoor to PHP. And then it says code often seen in backdoors. Let me explain this to you. I'm learning that a WordPress backdoor is a code which allows an attacker unauthorized and persistent access to the server. So that's why I'm on the phone with GoDaddy, because I believe it's a hacker, an attacker that got into the back door of GoDaddy, I'm assuming, their server. It also says it right here, a malicious backdoor is a code that allows unauthorized and often unrestricted access to a compromised site. And then allow taxes. And then it says they allow attackers access to all of the files within the hosting account. Again, the server. These are key words. The server. The hosting account. So I'm learning there. If you're a WordPress developer, there are always attackers trying to break into the WordPress core. But at least I know that's not that. So what it comes down to is, I know it's not the theme. I know it's not a plugin. Upload directory, nope. But what I learned is the WP configure.php, I've always known as PHP, as personal home pages. It used to be called that. Now it's called PHP, stands for hypertext preprocessor. It's the back-end code of WordPress. PHP scripts can only be interpreted on a server that has PHP installed. So again, we go back to the word server and hosting. So they're going to get on the phone with me. I want to nip this in the bud today because I want to move forward. My website, MyIncomeJob.com, is not populating. It's not uploading. Then I couldn't sign in. I didn't check the volume. I couldn't sign in to my administration area. Now, this already did a backup. I was doing the store-by.shop. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go back to products. This is good to know. You have to be your own techie person. You have to be your own security person. Everything I absorb today, it just makes me become more of an expert on how to run my website. So I'm going to go back to store by. And why I'm doing this is I can sign into store by. And I was going to add ads, work on it. I'm sorry, it's taking a moment because I'm recording. It'll upload in a moment. You need to know these things because this can happen on any other server. There's no guarantees. Thank goodness I use WordFence to protect my website, or this would be a more serious problem. I'm going to click on Edit Site. They said 60-minute wait time for level 2 WordPress assistance, hosting assistance. I'm willing to wait. I'm doing things in between. I got the speaker on. I'm sorry this is taking a moment, but I am recording. Just give it a moment. It's worth learning, guys. Because this isn't just about GoDaddy. These are hackers. These are attackers that love to hack WordPress content management systems. Oh, it's still there. Why do I say that? I go to WordFence. I'm going to Dashboard. I'm trying to figure out. I remember this from a couple of weeks ago. I have to do this already? Damn it. Of course I agree. I'm going back in time.
We appreciate your business and can't wait to exceed your expectations. Please remain on the line and we will be with
This
you.
was here. Now we're getting someplace. This was back in time. But this one went malware. The one... Okay, plugin Gutenberg. Vulnerability scan. Now I'm going to go to my plugins. I'm going back in time. Install plugins. I've done this before. I'm going to update it now. Wow. Guys, these are things to know. You got to be in the know. This is what it showed today. Now I went back in time. Let's see if it goes away. Sandbox. It's a malicious attacker. They're creating a back door to get access to this. I'm going to refresh this, which makes sense. We'll refresh it. I'm going to go back to WordFence.
Appreciate your business and can't wait to exceed your expectations.
I
Please
figured
remain on the line.
if I went back in time, yeah. I went to May 20th. I did every day. One path was skipped for the malware scan due to scan settings. Issue found low. I got rid of the sandbox. I went back 6 days. I got rid of the sandbox. This is good to teach you because... So this is what I got rid of. I went back in time. And I'm fine with that. And why am I fine with that? Because I'm going to work on this website today. Now I'm going to refresh this page again. That should go away now.
We appreciate your business and can't wait to exceed your expectations. Please remain on the line and we will be with you shortly.
This option, scan files outside your WordPress installation. Oh, this option, scan files outside your WordPress installation, is off by default, which means one path and its files will not be scanned for malware or unauthorized changes. Will not be scanned for malware. To continue skipping this path, you may ignore this issue, or to start scanning it, enable the option and subsequent scans will include it. Some paths may not be necessary to scan, so this is optional. The path skipped is Sandbox. Well, no. I want them to fix it because I learned that Sandbox, they're attacking the hosting. They're attacking the server from the back door. So let GoDaddy do whatever they got to do today. If I used another hosting service, this would be a problem too. I don't want to skip that. I don't want it to skip it. Go to option. Let's see what happens. So this has been going on for about a week. I just didn't think. I remember this. Give it a moment. Scan files outside your WordPress installation. This is a very powerful option that lets you broaden your WordPress scan to also include files outside your WordPress installation. See, it's part of hosting, serving. A regular WordPress scan looks at the following: WordPress admin, WordPress content, WordPress includes, all subdirectories of those directories, common directories at some hosts like CGI, whatever that means, BIN, and well-known, and all files in your base WordPress directory. I get it. My theme, my WordPress, what I said before. But when you enable this option, this is when I started having this problem. I remember we scan all subdirectories of your WordPress installation, even if they aren't part of WordPress. So that's telling me it's the hosting, it's the server. So if you have a directory that is a PHP MyAdmin installation or a Drupal installation, I know exactly. We will dive down into those directories looking for malicious code and infections too. This is worth staying on the phone with GoDaddy. Let them fix whatever they gotta fix on their end. Because right here it said hosting. Files within the hosting account. Backdoors can look into normal PHP code. That's good. That means it's not on my end. It's not on WordPress end. It's part of the server, the hosting. I hope you learned a lot from this, guys. It's making sense. It's worth digging deep because it's not always your fault. It's not always WordPress' fault. They're attacking GoDaddy. In this situation, they're attacking the hosting service, the server. That's what they're doing. They're attacking the server. So let GoDaddy fix it. That's not my responsibility. That's their responsibility. If it was another server, another hosting plan, it would be their responsibility. I hope you learned a lot. I'll see you later. Bye.